I just like tall, red men.
Okay, so he's too dark skinned?
I don't want to say it like that, but
Well, girl, I'm confused because I think Michael B. Jordan is every woman's type. So what is the lowest amount a man can make in order to date you?
it depends. Like, we're in LA, so of course you have to have some coins, right? I don't want to put a price tag on it
Yes, you
because
do.
somebody can make $80,000 and have a great lifestyle.
Well, could he make $50,000?
No.
No.
Listen, the producers of this show are hilarious because they gotta ask her what her type is. And when she said Boris Cujo, they definitely gave her Michael B. Jordan with a stroke on purpose. All right. We are back up in here. Listen, I hereby ordain as Kendra G's personal silent marketing partner that we go back up into her show. All right, up on Oprah's network, the OWN network, because it needs to be the most poppin' and important show on that network. We're going to help push it to the top, baby. All right? Because the type of content or the patterns that we begin to see, it's just funny how it's like eerily similar to the content that I normally go over time and time again. All right. Now, on this episode, they apparently have a different venue, a much more professional setup. So something's working over there. All right. Looks like they increased their budget, but it's the same crazy ass mentalities that tend to show up. So you guys already see by the title of this, we're going to have some fun. So without further ado.
My guest today came into this experience ready to connect. She has the coins and the kid, but not the man. Her name is Serena, and she's here with me now. Come on out, Serena, girl.
Come out here, girl.
Oh, yes, honey.
42.
Looking fabulous.
Media host, mom.
All right. Woo. You
Okay.
look good, girl.
Thank you.
You look good.
Thank you.
Okay, so we set you up on a blind date. But
I like
before
the
we get into the
outfit.
blind date, let me get into Serena. How
All
old
right.
are you?
42.
42. Have you ever
Okay.
been married?
I have.
You have been. Okay,
Yes.
so when did you get divorced?
In 2018,
2018,
Okay.
and you are a mom.
I am.
Okay, and how old is your child?
21.
21. You see how I'm shooting, girl? That's how you was shooting on that date, child, just going back and forth. We're going to get into the date. But what are you looking for?
So I'm looking for someone that is, career oriented, that's established, that know how to love someone, even if they're mad, mentally and emotionally stable.
So you are a journalist.
I am.
Do you feel like being around very successful men makes it difficult for you to date might be an average guy? Like you just interviewed Usher. How do you now date the guy that's down the street?
Good question, Kendra.
It can be interesting.
Okay.
Until they realize like what I do is kind of like, a little insecurity there.
Ooh.
Because I'm around a lot of celebrities and,
Okay.
if they're not in that headspace or if they're, not making enough money, it's like, oh, if a celebrity reach out to you, you're going to talk to that person, so.
Is that true though?
No.
Okay, so if Michael B. Jordan
We're gonna go through her
reaches
Instagram
out and
here.
says he wants to take you on a date, you're saying no?
He's not my type. But if he was
Well, how is Michael B. Jordan?
I'm just saying.
He just won the Oscar.
That's
How is
fine.
the sixth black man that just won the Oscar for leading actor not your type?
Why you don't put me on the spot like that? First of all, I understand he has a lot of accolades, and congratulations to Michael B. Jordan. I told him that when I saw him at multiple awards. But,
Okay.
just certain things is not my type.
Girl, Jesus ain't create the man for you if Michael B. Jordan. Okay, so what is wrong? Now I'm intrigued. Why would Michael B. Jordan not be your type?
Okay. Before we let her answer that, but that one kid, 42 years old and divorced, hey, listen, baby girl, beggars cannot be choosy. Without even knowing the guy personally, this just demonstrates how crazy some women's standards absolutely are. And she's a prime candidate for the Wall Banger Hall of Famer.
I know what I like.
Okay, we'll leave it there.
What
so
you like,
what
baby
is your
love?
type?
So, the Boris Kojos, I like them red.
So tall.
Tall.
Okay, so is he not tall enough?
No.
Okay, is that the reason?
No, that's not the reason.
Okay, so Boris Kojo.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
She just said that Michael B. Jordan isn't tall enough. Ma'am, are we talking about this Michael B. Jordan? This guy is towering over you. I believe he's like 6 foot tall, but he's not tall enough for your ass. Got it. We are already beginning to see the delusion. By the way, that's not the only famous person photo that she has. She's not lying. She apparently is a journalist of some sort, so she gets a lot of pictures with a lot of famous people. But the thing that's interesting, and I love that Kendra asked that question, in it being that being around all of these men, does it sort of change your expectations for the type of guy that you're dating? Irrespective of where they are at in the dating marketplace, they will still ask for or require things as if they were in their damn 20s with no kids and never been married before. Now, she just takes pictures with these famous people. She doesn't have the income of them, doesn't have the star power of them. And I think on her profile, it's only like less than 6,000 people that's following her. So she's not known outside of taking photos with people. But guess what? That's going to play into her income requirement as well. Let's keep listening. Last month, my Facebook page alone generated over $13,000. That number is so ridiculous. Why? Because I did absolutely no work in order to achieve that. But I put systems in play to earn that revenue. Now, there's a very important definition here. It's called resting revenue rate. How much money do you earn in a month at rest, not doing a damn thing? Because at least on my Facebook page alone, it's $13,000. Now, what's also crazy about that is I'm not a Facebooker. I'm a YouTuber. Majority of my money comes from YouTube and as well as ad sponsorships. The Facebook stuff is just the icing on the cake. But just the icing on the cake alone, I'm financially independent because it damn sure don't cost me $13,000 a month to live. Come copy my system of how I earn between $50,000 and $100,000 each and every month. Go to viral2value.com to pick up my curriculum and join my community where we also do live calls, Q&As, to answer all of your guys' questions on your content creation journey.
Going.
I just like tall, red men.
Okay, so he's too dark skinned?
I don't want to say it like that, but
Well, girl, I'm confused because I think Michael B. Jordan is every woman's type. So you the first woman on earth that I think was, well, Lori Harvey kind of felt the same way too, child. Ooh, child, but I think Lori Harvey wants to go back.
Yeah, for sure she does.
But let's stay focused. Okay,
right.
You mentioned earlier you want an established man. So if the guy that won the Oscar ain't established enough, okay, let's talk about it. Does established mean money?
Established, it can be money, yes.
Okay, so what is the lowest amount a man can make in order to date you?
It depends. Like, we're in LA, so of course you have to have some coins, right? I don't want to put a price tag on it because somebody can make $80,000 and have a great lifestyle.
Well, could he make $50,000?
No.
No. Could he make $60,000?
On paper or
Oh, child. Okay. Serena is a lot. All right. So
she's willing to date drug dealers. Got it.
He's a handsome career guy, wants someone that's wifey material. And let's take a look at some of the highlights and some of the lowlights between Serena and Duran.
Did they set her up with a red bow?
I'm feeling excited
a tall
and
red bow
nervous at the same time. I've never been on a blind date before, so I'm just gonna go with the flow and let the vibes do the vibing. My type in 3 words: discipline, loyal, and committed. My confidence level on a scale of 1 to 10 is an 11.
Y'all be so delusional. Okay.
This is not a great first impression. Being late on your first date, like, you making me wait? What?
Of course they didn't get a Boris Cujo.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
How was your drive here?
It was pretty busy. I ran into a lot of traffic, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But yeah, I kind of got through it. It
Had me waiting a little bit.
Yeah, it's my fault for sure.
I guess I had left a little
How
early,
late was he?
so it wasn't that much traffic. So yeah. You were late, about 30 minutes. I should have got up and walked out.
Hey, listen, I can't argue with her on that. I hate late, undisciplined people. It makes it better if you are ridiculously apologetic in regards to it, have a pretty good excuse. But yeah, they didn't say how late that he was, but let's keep going.
Get you some water.
So what is your normal life out here in LA?
Really just hanging out with family, hanging out with friends, trying to just enjoy myself as much as possible.
Are you single?
I'm definitely single. I've been trying to just focus on myself. I've kind of had the relationships, things like that. So I just wanted to focus on myself and try to fully get where I want to get.
Okay.
What would you say you're looking for exactly? Is it marriage right off the gate within a certain timeline? Are you looking for something kind of casual?
I don't do casual. Okay. We're too old for casual.
Yeah.
You know, I know what I want, and
what you
I
want?
know what I bring to the table.
See, I like that you have some balls. I like that.
What do you mean?
Like, girls pretty much want so much without giving anything. They always want, you know, money, how much do you make, different things like that. And it's like, what are you doing? What are you bringing to the table? So I like that you're on your grind, you know, more of a classy woman.
Listen, the producers of this show are hilarious because they gotta ask her what her type is. And when she said Boris Cujo, they definitely gave her Michael B. Jordan with a stroke on purpose. That's like y'all know what y'all doing.
That's what you seem like for sure.
I am.
Yeah.
What does me being in a relationship look like?
With me?
Yeah.
Just a good time. So of course, taking care of the serious stuff, getting to know your child, and then from us just getting to learn each other, seeing where we want to be at and how we can add to that.
Interesting.
So we'll have to do this again.
Like that.
Okay. I'll let you know.
Oh,
for sure.
yeah.
Sound good.
Pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure meeting you.
Oh, this is cold.
Oh, child, she ain't like that,
she
man.
cold. It is my honest opinion that they cut that date extremely short, at least in the editing room floor, because it showed a personality from the young lady that demonstrates a lot of what I talk about in modern dating culture today, which is rude and abrasive for no goddamn reason. And because this is on the OWN network, of course, they don't want to push that narrative that women are not sugar spice and as well as everything nice. But remember the last date that I went over? They showed a lot more of the behaviors between the datees. This one, not so much.
Oh, yeah. Well, we
And
already
they're
know
laughing
that
about
Michael B. Jordan ain't enough, so I already know. I don't even know if I even go further with the questions.
Yeah.
Okay, what was your first impression of Durant?
Well, outside of him being late.
Yes, I'm
okay.
going to give that to you. Now, I will say this. He was late, and I appreciate you being a good sport and not getting up and leaving. Now, you are absolutely 1,000% right. Him being late is
For a TV date is crazy.
non-acceptable situation. Now, is it because he was late that set the tone for your energy?
No, honestly, the appearance, like you, okay, I don't want to pick the man apart, but, you know, you're on a date. I mean, you're coming on this date looking like you're going to a job interview. Like,
wait, hold up, girl. What do you mean? You didn't find him attractive?
I didn't.
So how was he supposed to come?
Intentional. Like, you knew we were having a date.
In a suit?
Okay.
And put a little effort. I don't think he put a little effort into this date.
Okay, so you my sister, right? And I got to speak to you directly. Both of us, is that your real hair?
Maybe.
Maybe not. Maybe you bought it, right? I bought my hair. I have on makeup. I have on lashes. Women, we have the grace to increase our pretty. Men don't have that. He can't walk in with a fake toupee because that would be a thing. He can't wear makeup. That's how God brought him into this world.
Get her, Kendra.
So like you and like me, we got dressed today, but he's not judging you without this. So for you to sit there and judge him, how do you think he would rate you if you didn't have on your hair and your makeup and your lashes?
I mean,
Kendra, where my soundboard at, baby love? Hold on. Where my... You know what's so interesting about this is that I often say this, is that often when I take a look at women being so critical of men, and it's almost like the women are judging themselves or their beauty based off of what they look like on their Instagram. You know how many times, like, you know, especially being out in Atlanta, I see some of these IG hoes down up in Atlanta, and I'm just like, what the like shoulders like crooked to the side a little bit and shit like that, like all this acne on their face, like, oh, you airbrush all of that out, oh, you make up all of that out. But that's the way that they judge themselves. To have a hair type where even this short of a hairstyle has to be, right, like you have to have a wig on top of that is absolutely absurd to me. Meanwhile, she's got less hair on her head than probably me. Even the way that she looks in her IG profile and this right here, right, we were looking at, is markedly different. They be forgetting that we gotta wake up next to y'all, all right? But shout out to Kendra for lighting that ass up.
if without all of this, I'm still beautiful.
But if that was the case, you would have showed up that way, right? I think this is a point of, he doesn't have to be your cup of tea, but to pick him apart when he doesn't have the opportunity to do what we do as it increases attractiveness, I think that's unfair.
Right. Well, you know, just like I put an effort for him, that's what I'm saying. I feel like he could have put a little bit more effort in his work.
You said you know what you want. So what do you want? Does this mean, is he on planet Earth?
He is.
Okay, describe him. We all want to know. We are clueless. Who would be good enough for Serena?
A person that's good enough for me is the person that, you know, like I said, is stable mentally and also,
they be such liars.
Have his self together, you know?
You know, when I watched the interview, I wasn't on the date and I wanted off the date. Because you, as a journalist, I felt like you were a journalist in the date. You know, it was question after question after question. And it's like, no human wants to be interrogated. Like when you get into the relationship space, that's when you're supposed to be the most relaxed. And this is why at times,
masculine
men that you're around, we always wonder like, why is he with this woman?
She's
well, maybe
peaceful.
because she gives the peace that, you know, I'm a career girl herself, so I'm putting myself in the same category as you. But it's very important to learn how to turn it off because nobody wants to feel like when they get at home, now I got to teach her as a wife. Now I got to teach her, oh my God, if I do something wrong, like that's a hard thing to always, you know, rise to the occasion for. Do you find that to be an issue? Has any guy ever told you that?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I'm happy that she doesn't turn it off because then you get to see who she actually is. Because of her delusional, grandiose feeling of who she is, like her identity, that she's going to put her whole ish out on the table as opposed to get down, you know, 4 months into a relationship and then she's going to put all her ish out on the table at the point that she becomes comfortable. I actually appreciate the truth within her ego. But even still, through all of her crass judgment, he was still a relative gentleman to her and even saying we should do this again when she clearly did not.
I know for me, when I do meet somebody, I'm a journalist. So
she didn't answer the question.
Just ask questions, you know what I'm saying? So I see where you're coming from on that point.
Yeah, you have to, you're going to have to learn how to break it. When was your last relationship?
My marriage.
And when did that end?
2018.
And you were married for how many years?
5.
10 years ago?
We dated for 6 months, and I feel like I didn't date him enough, you know, or ask the questions enough, you know. So I feel like for me, dating now, I have to ask those hard questions. I have to get in there.
Not on the first,
like, you know if this
no
person
game.
for me. But to your point, I know also that some of the hard questions don't need to start at the beginning of me meeting somebody.
Tell me some of your characteristic requirements, not aesthetics. What are some of the things that matter to you most in character?
Somebody that is loyal, a person that's trustworthy.
Okay.
A person that, you know, if they're mad at me, they're still able to communicate and not, match that energy of, oh, I'm mad at you and I'm yelling at you and things like that. Like you're mentally stable to where you can have a real conversation. You know what I mean?
And that doesn't have a height. It doesn't have a complexion. You know, I'm not saying that you have to be with a guy that's unattractive. So I'm not saying that at all. But I mean, he wasn't the worst looking guy in the world. And child, he ain't even passed your test at all.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever dated the man you described? That's like a Boris Kojo.
I have.
Okay, so what happened with that?
So it was my boyfriend before I got married. We were young, still in my 20s. And I started my career in entertainment, and he was in tech. So our
what happened?
careers didn't align, and he didn't feel comfortable with me being in entertainment, but I took my career over what he was thinking that I should be doing.
Do you have any regrets in that space?
Hell yeah.
I kind of do, because I can say he was the one that was for me.
Yo, this is incredible. Therein lies the biggest elephant within the room. She had what she wanted when she was at her highest value. But instead of choosing family, the relationship, I mean, I guess eventually she got a family, even though now the family is gone. She decided to choose career. She had access to the Boris Kujos back into the day, but today she doesn't. And it eats away at her each and every night. Her tears fall her pillow. In fact, she judges her others, her counterparts, with the same degree of judgment that she had within her 20s. Even though she has changed, even though her womb has been used, even though she's put years, she's put decades on the clock. And I bet you components of her attitude and her judgment and her thinking that she's God's gift to humanity is things that led to her divorce. Baby love, I'm sorry to say you, I am 1 year your junior. I wouldn't touch you with a 20-foot pole. But let's get back in.
Is he single?
No, he's married now.
Oh, he's married. So would you say he's the one that got away?
Yeah.
Ooh, we need an episode 2 with Serena, child. Okay, well, listen, we know how you feel about the date, girl. You said you would delete. He don't got another chance. We already know. But what do you think he said? What do you think he said? Do you think he wanted to have another date with you, or did he also say delete?
He probably said delete because I did ask a lot of questions, and I noticed that some of the
I think
questions
he
I
did
was
too.
asking, his facial expressions was kind of like
what?
hell, you know.
Unless he got
I saw
mama
a little
issues.
eyebrow rising, so I won't be shocked if he's like, yeah, she's asking too many questions for me.
Okay, so you think he deleted. Let's find out together.
I would download.
Oh, yo, no,
Curiosity,
brother.
like I said, I like what I saw so far, so I want to, get to know some more.
No, brother, no.
You see that?
No!
He wanted to go on another date with you.
No!
Even after all you put him through. Now, granted, I'm giving you the pass.
Hey, my brother. Oh, God. This is when y'all call me for consultations, asking me, is she the right one? And I digitally put you in a goddamn headlock and give you a noogie. And I tell you to shut up, bitch. She's not the right one. Run as fast as what you can from this one. And nothing more. Like, nothing more. Run. Too much damage, too much trauma, and it is not up to you to fix that. I'd love to know if this young brother has, like, his relationship with his mom, because oftentimes, like, this toxic drama back and forth, if you have that type of relationship with your mom and it's normalized within your household, you might look towards other women that do that to you. And as a coping mechanism for what you went through with your mama, that woman who's doing that to you might make you erect. The brain has weird ways of dealing with trauma, my young scholar. Let's keep going.
Yes, he was late. But you was question after question after question after question, and he was still open-minded to have a second date with you. Let me
Incredible.
say this, the guy that you had before your ex, before that one's now that's married, he's a thing of the past. You said earlier that you're an 11. So if you're an 11, any guy that gets you is lucky. You know, I think that there's a soft spot in you. I think that you're protecting that soft spot because you don't want to get hurt anymore, and I can understand that. But don't miss out on love, girl. Listen, just enjoy the ride. This man, he wasn't that bad looking. There's plenty of women, because if you don't want him, girl, you know I own a dating app. I have him married by Friday. But with all that you came with, he still want to go on another date. And you said no.
Don't ask her to change her mind.
So now that you heard his answer,
No.
do you change your mind?
No.
You don't change your mind?
Yeah, she not.
Jesus, please. Look,
Get a
I'm
catch.
gonna get you an AI man, child. We're gonna put in, you're gonna have the first AI man. He ain't gonna cheat because you're gonna take the battery with you. You're gonna charge him up. We can make him know all the languages that you like, because that's gonna be the only man that is gonna be good enough for you. Is a
Kendra, is called a vibrator. All right, let's call it what it is.
non-human.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, listen, Serena, girl. First of all, I want to thank you.
Bring
for
her to
being
the kink
open.
shop.
I want to thank you for being transparent. I enjoyed our exchange, and maybe if today I wasn't able to break that exterior, maybe down the line that soft girl could come outside more. Serena, girl, I'm a praying for you, child. Okay. Thank you for watching Date and Download.
Right.
I'm Kendra G, and we'll see you next time.
Good job, Kendra. All right, good. Good job, Kendra. Yeah, but I knew in the beginning of this when I'm like, she turning down the Michael B. Jordans? Huh? But then when you listen a little bit more to it, you begin to understand kind of where she's coming from. It all begins to make sense. She's looking for a guy that literally does not exist, because more than likely he's already married, and more than likely he ain't gonna deal with her interrogation bullshit. All right. Anyway, let's wrap this one up, okay? The feeling that the poor young lady has right now ain't coming back, okay? 20 years ago was 20 damn years ago. Talking about the one that never got away through a man that is happily married. Stop thinking about that man. It's disrespectful, okay? That's the first thing. Second thing is, how many of these young ladies blow or self-sabotage these good relationships away in pursuit of the feminist narrative that told them that they needed all of this bullshit? Now she's empty-handed, and these journalists, they don't make a lot of money doing this journalism shit. Now she don't make a lot of money, and she's next to all these stars, constantly confusing what if, or if I just meet one. And that level and degree of confusion, right? Like, which is why I'm so happy that Kendra asked that question in the beginning, because I think that it's a fair question. If you're always around this, is that what you think that you deserve? But these women often are so damaged that what it is that they want is actually not a man. They don't want another human being. They want a series of emotions. They want to be excited. They want their fantasies, right? They want the highs, the lows, the drama, right? Like the soap opera, things that they were able to get more easily when they were younger. But life, especially at this age, getting into your 40s and damn sure into your 50s, doesn't work that way. At some point, you're going to have to adjust your standards or your reality, or keep chasing the ghost of corporate Tupacs past that no longer exist, or continue to hit that wall at 304 miles per undefeated hour. All right, guys, let me know what you think down up in the comment box down below. I appreciate you guys for all that you do. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. ViralToValue.com. If you want my content engine or my content system, everything that I do in order to create all of this, including studio setup, how I get these videos, right? Like everything, okay? I'm putting everything down up on wax, and it's up there for you, all right? The curriculum, the community, and as well as I'm building applications in order to help you on your content creation journey if commentary is what it is that you want to do. I'm talking about face commentary. Or y'all keep hitting me up about faceless. I don't know about any of that shit, so don't come to me for that. There's plenty of others. But from a commentary perspective, this is the best education that you can get. I guarantee it, all right? But I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Let me know what you think about this one down up in the comment box. And I will see you guys soon, all right? Until next time, peace.
So, without further ado, MTR, cut through the BS like we in charge. No cap with the rappers like steel bars. I'm packing and rapping like here we are. Mediocre tutorial reviews. Like, comment, share my views. Come up and I paid my dues. Big step in my black way shoes. MTR, he break it down, yeah, it's MTR. Check out the sound with his MTR. No one put it down like it's MTR.